Good morning. It is Tuesday, March 12th, 2:58 a.m. It's 44 degrees outside. And I got new lights. Let's see how they work. Oh, look at that. Now I look like I got a face. Jeez, whoo. Got ugly. It's a little bright. Ugh. Maybe that works. Oh, I'll play with it and figure it out. Ooh. I think it's bright. Anyways, I have finally started trying to write bits. I started trying to write material for comedy. Not trying, I have written material for comedy. And either I like my own material too much, or I think it's actually not that bad. So I went and saw Ari Spears a couple weeks ago, and his opener, I forgot the name of his opener. And I don't want to throw shade on the guy or take anything away from the guy, because he is a working comic. Like, he makes his money doing what I would like to. So he's obviously doing something right. Man, I should not be doing this right now. Poor timing. Although it's hard to duplicate the conditions in which I drive home from. Yeah, I don't like that light source. I'm gonna have to figure out a better way. Anyways, I've started to write comedy, and it's not as hard as I thought it would be. Like, I literally sat down, started typing some stuff out, and I just got on a roll, and things kept on getting in my way, so I had to stop and come back to it, and stop and come back to it, and stop and come back to it. And I absolutely did not think that would be the case. I thought I would be sitting there staring at a screen for hours, and that did not happen. Ooh, it got hot in here fast. And I was also listening to, actually what set it off was Kevin James. I think it's the King of Queens guy. He was on Joe Rogan, and he had a phrase. I think it was, he who cares the least, he who cares less has more power, which is, I think, is absolutely, it's the right thought process if you're trying to do comedy. Man, that makes my forehead look huge. Because I kind of have you could see that dude have a whole bunch of anxiety, performance and anxiety, and I can relate. And so he's another performing comedian. So if he's got to be on he knows more than I do about the topic. That's it. It felt good to write some stuff down. Like, I wrote a couple of pages of jokes. Like, I have a whole bunch of joke ideas that I just, whenever an idea hit me, I open up my phone and I got a page in notepads where it's just literally just a bullet point and a couple of words or a sentence, maybe two, of an idea that I have for a joke or a premise that I'm like, that's funny. I just got to work it out and nail it down. And I have like 10 of those, and I haven't done anything with them. And they've been sitting there for like 2 or 3 years. And today I actually started to write some stuff, and I'm not saying I got finished jokes, but like I absolutely have thousands more percentage points of what I had before, which was almost nothing. And that feels good. And one of the things that, I know this is going to sound corny, but my soon-to-be wife, my fiance, she likes to hear me say fiance, my lady she's one of the more clever people I know. She is very funny. I know that, like, I was writing out like bullet points for a podcast, and she got a hold of my list of bullet points, and she just started writing smart-assy shit on there, like, is bathing human soup? I think that was one of them. Penguins, are they birds? Why not? Things like that. And I'm like, she's funny. So I gotta hand her some of my jokes, and I'd like her to go through them and I'm gonna work them over with her, and I'm really excited about it because I've always wanted something that me and her could do. This is one of the few things, like, she likes to do cricket stuff, and I don't. I like to have cricket stuff. Like, I like to have stickers, but I don't like to make them. And she likes to make them, so that's great. She made me a bunch of stickers. I got a bunch of custom stickers on my truck. You can probably see them when somebody's behind me. But I want a business that me and her can jump in on together. And I know this is dumb to think of comedy as a business, but I want to. And that's my stupid, corny dream. I want to be a touring professional comedian. I think stand-up is awesome. The closest thing I've ever had to it is when you got a bunch of friends standing around and you say some shit and it hits. And I love that feeling. That feeling is so good. Could you imagine that? Like, amplified? Oh, it's gotta be cool. And then on top of that, it's just being able to talk for work. That'd be pretty cool. It's still like, I don't want to. I can't say that. How do you become a professional comedian? Because I can do open mics here. I think that's going to be the hardest part of it. So far, writing stuff was the hardest part, and actually, it felt so good to write stuff that I think after doing it, like, I'm not gonna it's gonna be very easy to go back to it. The next hardest thing will be to perform it. once I do it in here, which I don't think is a good idea. I think it's a bad idea. I don't think it'll get me very far. It won't give me the experience I'm looking for. You know what really sucks is why did I wait too long to do these things? It's the one thing I can't get back is time. And I feel like I have wasted so much of it. I gotta trim this beard. Like I want to trim it, and I don't at the same time. Not one of those guys that's super attached to his beard. I haven't shaved in... Oh God, I haven't shaved in years, but I haven't trimmed it in a good long time. Today was a good day. On the whole, today was good. I was productive on my lunch break, doing some writing stuff. Got a couple of thoughts out. I made a podcast episode. I got my light up. Today was a good day. All right. It's now time for me to bid adieu. Adios, motherfuckers. AMF.